I cannot accept this sickness of yours. Nothing should be able to touch you except me. Maybe if you say please. This MC is so cocky and I love it. Hi guys, it's Mimberly and welcome back to A Date with Death. Now, we've got the duo ending on the last one, which I genuinely think was probably one of the best endings we could have gotten. I've just gone to start a new game and it said begin at the start of the original game or jump to the end of day 5 and begin beyond with the bet. So we are going to jump to beyond the bet, we're going to make up our character, and then let's time skip to where we get to when we need to be. There he is! I forgot how cute he is! Ooh. Oh great, now I'm seeing things. Why are you still there even after I rub my eyes? Now that face is priceless. Well, worth the trip here, I have to say. Grim? Don't call me that to my face. It's embarrassing enough hearing it over our calls. It's Casper. That's my real name. Casper. Hello, sunshine. You look like you've seen a ghost. I mean, you look attractive enough to be a ghost. You're about to slay me with how attractive you are. Maybe I have one that is kind of sexy. I'm far from a ghost sex, sunshine. Are you sure? Certain. So you'll admit to being sexy then? That much is obvious. I am lovely to look at after all. Perhaps not as lovely to look at as you though. See, this is the thing I like about Casper is he's cocky, but he doesn't let his cockiness overtake his affection for you. Oh. Well, you should know to be truthful. Because, as you all know, I cannot lie. Ah, am I flustering you? You're blushing right now. I just didn't expect the compliments. Why not? You are an attractive mortal. It's only right I tell you so. You usually call me stupid or annoying. You are those things. I like all of that about you. You're a lot more forward in person. Yes, well, it's confusing me as well, trust me. Seeing you like this messes with my feelings and makes me say strange things. But, well, they're the truth, so there's no need to be shy anyway. You are lovely. That is nothing to be shy about. Just stop talking for a minute. Nice to see you looking flustered for a change. Grim. Casper. Casper then. Yes, mortal. How are you even here? Wait a second. I live on the 5th floor. You do? Not much of an inconvenience for me, luckily. How are you even standing, sitting, whatever you're doing there? I'm neither sitting nor standing. I can literally see you on the other side of this window. Congratulations. Would you like a reward? But you'll find I'm floating. What the hell? Okay, I'll add this to the list of things I wasn't expecting today. I feel like I've been cheated out of some very important information about you. Since when can you fly? Since always. Why do you act so surprised? You're floating 5 stories up from the ground. Wait. Can't people see you? You think I would be so careless? No. I've cast a glamour. Silly me, of course. Obviously you've cast a glamour. Are you invisible then? Invisible? No. I've taken another form to everyone's eyes but yours. So my neighbours aren't going to see a mysterious man floating outside my window. If they were to look, they'd simply see a raven. You should have picked a bat. Why a bat? Well, it's dark. Good camouflage. Well, that's true, but leaning to a little too vampire-y. Ah, yes, wouldn't want to be mistaken for a vampire. Exactly. But I do need to know. Yes. How exactly did you find me? You think I didn't know where you lived? I never told you. I know everything about you, sunshine. So I assume you've come to claim it. My soul, that is. I had a good run, I suppose. No, I'm actually not here for that. Okay, right, I'm a little bit confused because I'm not seeing any new additional dialogue options, so I'm going on as if I'm doing this correctly. Obviously, if I see any other symbols, I think it was like a flower shape I gotta go for, but I'm not too sure. This is like Peter Pan, isn't it? You've come to whisk me away. We'll fly through the night, fall deeply in love, then part sadly. That depends on what. Do you want to be whisked away? I wouldn't say no. How often do you get to fly around in the night sky? Well, I'm guessing that isn't what you're here for. Don't tempt me. There is something else I'm here for today. See, sunshine. I have something here with me, hidden. Something to give to you. Here. Oh, this is so cute. Flowers? You said you'd like some. You got me flowers? I didn't think to ask what type of flowers you liked, so I picked the ones that looked like you. The brightest, sunniest flowers I could find. Casper. Yes, mortal. It really means a lot to me. You know, if you want them, you're going to have to open the window. Oh! Oh, of course. Are you going to come in? Are you inviting me in? I promise to try and be good. I feel like it could be a little dangerous. There is some brain in that head of yours. If death's on your doorstep, best not to let him in. But you really will have to open it at least a crack if you want these. Open it. There we go. You're quite the risk taker, aren't you? Are you telling me I should be scared? I'm simply making an observation. What fun would life be if we weren't taking at least a few risks? Here you go. Reach for flowers. Your hands are really warm. And yours are quite cold, even through the gloves. They're really pretty. How can hands be pretty? I meant the flowers. But your hands are quite pretty too, now that you mention it. And then I'd say your hands are also very, nice. Who would have thought hands could be so alluring? What are you whispering about now? I really must be on my way. I've accomplished the thing I wanted to do. So soon? Duty always calls. Off to steal some souls then. Better theirs than yours, wouldn't you say? No, you can just hand over yours now if you want. Better get to work before you get into trouble, my little Reaper. And since when am I yours? 2 more days and your soul is mine anyway. Don't be damaging my goods, you hear? So demanding. Casper? Sunshine? Do be careful. Since you asked so nicely, I'll try my best. Don't forget to close that window after I leave. Wouldn't want anyone crawling in when you aren't looking. Oh! Okay, we're getting a flower option now. Okay. Hey, Casper? I wish we had a few more days together. Oh. You've already planned to take the day off work today, which was lucky, really. Because you woke up this morning with something terrible. A cold. Your head hurt, your nose was stuffed, and your throat felt like you'd been swallowing gravel. Which you hadn't, of course. That would be stupid. You'd never eat gravel. You decided to stay in bed for the day and rest up, and it's midday when you wake up again feeling bored and lonely. And what better to do when you're bored and lonely than chat with the guy who wants you dead? This is different, isn't it? Where's my little Reaper? Well, now that we've met properly, I don't know if little is correct. I mean, you seem normal-sized. A normal-sized man. Flowers suit you. Oh! Or something. Anyway, I really am grateful for the flowers. I felt a little stunned yesterday, so just wanted to make sure you knew. It was quite obvious. I saw your face and I handed them to you. Perhaps you'd already forgotten. I might be a bit of an airhead, but I remember that much at least. And I remember your cute face too. Were you feeling shy? I think even your shoulders were blushing. Is that possible? Does my charm make your full body blush? What? It is unlikely that such a thing happened. I am the Grim Reaper, damn it, and Grim Reapers do not spend their time blushing. Maybe you're not like other Reapers. I am perfectly normal. Blushing is your normal, I'm afraid. Perhaps the flowers were a bad idea. Well, I love them. You do? I told you that already, silly man. Silly man? I do not particularly like this nickname. Then you should listen properly, mister. I love these flowers. I didn't know I could enjoy flowers, so I'm thinking of pressing them in a few days. Pressing them into what? Well, like drying them flat in a book or something. You know, like some people do with their wedding bouquets. I don't know yet. I just want to keep them forever. Might I remind you that your forever extends to today and tomorrow? Right! Soul taken and all that. You could sound a little more frightened. You're too sweet to be afraid of. Many have feared me. Mr. Big Bag Scary Grim Reaper. Exactly, you are beginning to understand. I'm starting to think you have a kink for bullying people. Maybe it's you with the being bullied kink. It's cute, and honestly, it's teaching me something new about myself. Turns out I have a thing for sexy men that are easy flustered. Well, the sexy part is extremely truthful. Once again, I am the Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper. A personification of death, evil, bad guy. A Grim Reaper. That is besides the point. Okay, but you're a Grim Reaper who usually is blushing from ear to ear. Are other Reapers like that? Or are they actually scary? I am scary, but... well, the other Reapers are varied, I suppose. I do not spend much time with them, but they are similar to mortals in ways, all with their own unique quirks and annoyances. Are there any more hot guys? More? Well, let's be honest, you are very good looking. Well, at least you notice that much. So, are there more? None as good looking as me. You're cocky, but not wrong. But even someone a tiny less hot than you would be pretty hot. They're average. So no other Reapers ever caught your eye? No, I have no interest in any of them. Perhaps they look fine, but we all have an aura of death. I find great solace in death, you know. But, well, it is sometimes depressing. Is that why you like me so much? Maybe. Maybe one would think that you are very likable because of your cheery personality and kind heart. But maybe that's not true. Who knows? Oh, someone tells me the guy who can't lie thinks I have a kind heart. Yeah. Not to backtrack, but... what did you say? I have a kink for bullying people? Honestly, Grimmy, you just make it too fun. Too easy. I like teasing you. I was starving before I met you, and now you've completely filled me up. Filled you up? Sunshine, that's a little... oh, he's got his brain in the gutter. Hey, I didn't mean it like that. I'm not saying no, though. I had to read that again in my head to work out what I was saying. You can come fill me up any day. Suppose we are no longer talking about me feeding you food. Were we, I would let you know that you are fully capable of feeding yourself. I doubt you could handle what you insinuate, mortal, but perhaps I would like to see you try. I'll note it down in my calendar then. Wednesday, the Grim Reaper comes over to show me how he works that stiff, winky face. I have a pretty busy schedule. Perhaps I'll be there, perhaps I won't. Oh, flutter my eyelashes at him or get on the knees and beg. Right, we've got to get him to us, so I'm going to say get down on the knees and beg. Pretty please? See? I told you, you make it too easy. It is not my intention, you just overwhelm me sometimes. Ah! It's a strange foreign feeling. No one has ever pulled at my heartstrings, so... you should be careful there, Grimmy. A girl could misunderstand what you mean. You're just trying to trick me for my soul again, aren't you? Right. Yes, of course, yes, I am, of course, being a crafty Grim Reaper because I want your soul. Because that is my job. Of course. Feeling conflicted, Casper? Confliction is beneath me. I am always sure of myself. Even when it comes to me? Wait, maybe you really like the idea of feeding me? Putting aside the thought of feeding your desserts at a picnic, you are an adult who can feed yourself. But I think if I asked really nicely, you might? If I suddenly had a bowl full of strawberries, would you feed them to me? If you really wanted me to, perhaps. Okay, with your mouth, you take one end, I'll take the other. I'll say, ah, and then you pop it in my mouth, or the third secret option... in them off of each other's bodies. Oh my god. Right, okay. I'm gonna say with your mouth you take one end and I'll take the other, because that's very suggestive of a kiss, and I feel like that's what he needs right now, so... That's just kissing with a strawberry in the middle. What did I say? Yeah, that sounds like a good way to eat strawberries to me. No? Too intimate? I fear if I did that you would become addicted to the taste. Not to the strawberries of me. It would be too cruel to give you a taste of perfection then take it all away. Wow, way to turn that round on me. Ahem. Don't you have something better to do on your days off, mortal? You have so few days left, yet you use them to torment me. It seems a waste. Well, actually, I'm in bed still. In bed? Sunshine, is nearly evening. You should be having dinner, not lounging. Give a girl a great break, gimme boy. Pretty sure I'm dying, actually. What? Heh. It's just a cold. I just figured I'd stay in bed with Loki and chat with you. How have you let a common cold take you, mortal? Did you go to sleep with wet hair? Yes. Always. Lords above, humans are so frail. But I always do it, so I doubt it's that. Did you leave your window open all night? Maybe a smidge. I left it wide open for you. What a foolish decision. Anyone could have slipped in. I live on the 5th floor, Grim, you know that. There are others like me, and beside that, what if a wild animal climbed up the outer walls and jumped in your window? Ah, yes, all those mid-city wild animals. I feel like the chances of that are pretty slim. Oh, God. Here we go, the tiredness is catching up to me. But a chance nonetheless. You have little care for your own well-being. I mean this in the kindest way possible, but that is so ironic coming from you. Death is not the end. Wanting to move your soul to the afterlife is not necessarily a bad thing for your well-being. For some people, it is a blessing. Life can be painful and lonely. What comes after is not so. And I guess I never thought about it like that. Still, I'm perfectly healthy, usually, and way too young to die. I'd say in this case, causing accidents trying to take my soul is probably not good for my well-being. That is beside the point anyway. We are not talking about me. We are talking about the countless wild animals that could be raising your apartment as we speak. Maybe they'll be friendly. Or maybe they plan to eat your pet. No! Don't even joke about that! I'd advise caution then. Some beasts can invade even through the smallest gaps. Shut up! There is no wild animals invading my apartment through the window. Not yet. For someone I like, you're really the worst, you know that? Thank you. Not a compliment. I will happily take it as one. It does wonders for my ego, you know, getting compliments. But yeah, so there are likely no wild animals that have caused your flu, so... Did you forget to wear a coat when you left your apartment? It's just a cold, Grim. It happens to everyone. It's super common. It does not happen to everyone. It is an illness purely for mortals. Sure, but it's not a big deal. It's just a bit inconvenient. What is inconvenient is Mim yawning every 2 goddamn minutes. But hey, it means I can talk to you some more. How so? I don't see what stops you from talking to me when you're well, too. Open your eyes super wide and maybe you'll see. Okay. I'm doing it. My eyes are wider than they've ever been before. And nope, I still don't see how you being sick means you can talk to me more. I am available no matter how you feel, mortal. In actual fact, you're usually too busy to talk to me. That, well, I suppose there is some truth to it. I cannot help but have an unending amount of work with the cycle of birth and death as it is. But I'm always just a message away and I will respond when I am able. Okay, well, I think you're super distracting. And if I spent all my normal days chatting with you, I'd never get anything done. Am I that alluring? Alluringly stupid? I'll have you know I am not stupid in the slightest. I'm not sending the bloody nerd emoji. What? What are those little faces supposed to mean? They are actual emojis, FYI. And they don't mean anything, I just felt like putting them there. Are you trying to say that I am indeed stupid? I have studied most human topics in great detail. I'm kidding. I know you're smart. You're like information smart, but not very people smart. Yes, well, my job doesn't usually put me in direct contact with mortals. You are my first, and I am certain you will also be my last. Well, doesn't that make me feel special? Special and yet sick. We must work out why. Why are you sick? How have you allowed this? I don't know if there's any specific reason. It's just going around, I guess. That is not sufficient for me. How dare someone like a cold take root in you? I appreciate the sentiment, but it's really no biggie. You are accepting this illness too easily. You must be prepared to fight back against that which wrongs you. Is it your head? Your stomach? I'd say both. I feel so tired for a person that's done nothing but sleep. Well, not that I've slept very well. Oh my god. Yeah. But I have just been lounging around all day. You did not look unwell when I visited you last night. No? How did I look? Pretty. Flustered. As well as completely captivated by my good self, of course. But how could you not? Me? Pretty and flustered? Are you sure you're not thinking of yourself? Huh, I would take that as a compliment, but your words are dripping with sarcasm once again. I can show you something dripping. Do I want to inquire about what exactly you mean by that? Take a guess. Likely something dirty. And if it was, I think you already know what I mean, so no use in saying it. Winky. Glad to know that illness does not dampen your personality. You love my personality. Yes, of course. That's almost as much as I love Azrael. Answer this. I don't remember this. Speaking of Azrael, where is he? He is resting. His role is tiresome, so he spends much time recuperating. Can you bring him over? I want to see his cute little face. Pretty please. I told you he is resting. Can he not rest in your arms? I wouldn't mind resting in your arms. My arms are much too muscular to be comfortable. Then how about my head against your chest? Just the way his face drops when he's thinking about it. It looks pretty firm and supportive. And while you hold me to your chest, I'll cuddle Az so he doesn't feel left out. Well, it would be a lie to say that does not sound cute. Well, we are too far apart for that to be possible, of course. Well, when I come to visit, I'll snuggle with him. Then we won't be far apart at all. I very much doubt that you will be visiting me here, sunshine. But I'll humor you. Huh, so you are sick. Well, at least you look cute snuggled up like that. Oh? What's that? Speak up, Grim. I can't hear you when you're mumbling. I'm going to melt into my chair and disappear. A cute little Casper puddle. I said you look cute snuggled up like that. Oh. Do I? Yes. It is beyond annoying. How so? I should not find a mortal cute. I am a being created to hunt, to take, to destroy, and to rebuild. Not to be doing whatever it is I'm doing. Well, this is all brand new. I'm actually really liking this. Well, I don't mind. It's nice when you call me cute. Most mortals, I imagine, would find it terrifying. You are unique, Sunshine, to say the least. But this is all far besides the point. How could you be sick? I don't have much choice in the matter. It's not like I saw an ad for sick people near you and rushed on over. It just happened. Why are you making such a big deal about it, though? Everyone gets sick. I do not get sick. Like, ever? Yes, like ever. Reapers do not get mortal sicknesses. What about Reaper sicknesses? They do not exist. I cannot accept this sickness of yours. Nothing should be able to touch you except me. Maybe if you say please? This This MC is so cocky and I love it. Well, except for soul sicknesses, of course. That seems kind of worse than a cold. At least its cause can be pinpointed. You, however, are much weaker than me in that regard. Oi! Are you or are you not sick for no reason? I hate when you're right, which is most of the time. Ha! You were gonna say always, weren't you? But that would have been a lie. Shut up. It's more like rarely. Most of the time. Anyway. This simply just does not work for me. I do not accept it. Well, not much you can do about it, buddy. You can't exactly pull the sickness from my body, can you? Take a walk along our soul bridge and chase it away from me. That is not possible. You sure? It is absolutely not. Have you tried? No. Then you can't be 100% certain, can you? Nothing in life is certain, Casper. Our souls are linked. That is different to being able to take a stroll down your immune system sightseeing, which is impossible. Just shoo the ickies off. I cannot. Ugh, what can you do then? Plenty. Being a doctor is not one of those things. Fine, fine then. Forget me being sick for a second, okay? I have a question. Go ahead. I really like your name. The definition of a question is a sentence worded or expressed so as explicit information. What you said was a statement. I know this is a difficult concept. Shut up, Pipsqueak. I didn't realize we turned into Caleb. I understand it may be difficult for you to recognize, mortal, but that was not a question. Shush. Shh, I'm getting to it. How did you get your name? How do you think? Do you have Reaper parents who gave it to you? No, I have no parents. I have no family at all, technically. Though many think of their fellow Reapers as their siblings, I suppose. A sentiment I do not share, unfortunately. Wait, you don't have parents? What, did you just spring into existence one day? That is likely the simplest explanation. Huh? No one is sure exactly how we are created. But I have always looked as I have now. There was no childhood or parents or growing up. Yes, I've always been this handsome. I didn't ask. I've always been the Reaper you see now. But you had to be created somehow. Likely, yes, but I do not remember it. So how did you get your name? What if I told you that was classified too? Casper? You already broke the rules telling me your name, didn't you? I chose it for myself. I do not know why or where it came from. It just felt right. I like it. That is appreciated. I also enjoy your name. You know what your name would sound great with? My last name. What? Oh yeah, Casper YouTube. Isn't that cute? There is no reason for me to take your last name, mortal. Well, we could just get married, you know, we gotta slide our way into them DMs. Oh, he's thinking about it. I haven't thought of marriage before, but I wouldn't mind doing it. If it was with you, that is. I don't know if anyone else is to my standards anymore. Sunshine, you don't know what you're doing to me here. Making you fall hopelessly and completely in love with me. Dear God, you should watch what you say. You might give me a heart attack otherwise. Are you saying it's true? That's one way to get out of our bet, hey? There is no out. I must get your soul. If I do not, then someone else will. Can't you just lie and say you took it? God, what have I gotten myself into? What you ask of me is my death. To be fair, you're also asking me to die. Yes, I suppose I am. What a position we found ourselves in. And it seems a little unfair. I like talking to you, Casper. It's not fair that it has to be over so quickly. And I know, life is unfair, yada yada. But this sucks. I know, Sunshine. That is the nature of what you are and what I am. You and I are different, I know this, and yet I can't help how I how you feel about me, maybe? There are still too many things I'm unsure about for this to be over tomorrow. I'm still looking into your peculiar soul. Time is unforgiving. I have little choice in the matter, just so you know. I exist for this job. I am this job. I am a tool for those more important than myself. I do not decide who should die. I'm just the one who makes sure it happens. Yeah. I actually feel sorry for you. For what reason? You should feel more sorry for yourself. Well, you're stuck where you are. Sure, us mortals live and die and all that, but we're capable of change. We're capable of making decisions that affect our lives. It feels like you can't do anything but keep existing, doing the same thing day in, day out. Perhaps that's why I've enjoyed this. Enjoyed you. You were a bit of change. Stay right there, I won't be long. Huh? Oh shit. What have we done? Casper? Where'd you go? Hello? There's no response. Confused and slightly annoyed, you shut your laptop for now. You feel a little lonely all of a sudden. It's a bit of a strange feeling to you. You never thought of your apartment as lonely. You've enjoyed living alone, decorating your rooms to your liking, but right now, it feels a little empty. You get out of bed, legs wobbly, and you put your laptop back on your desk. Just in time to make eye contact with someone outside your window, eyes wide. You hurriedly open the window and a little shyly, he steps inside. Oh, okay. Casper? Sunshine? Oh my god, he's in my room, he's in my room, he's in my room. I told you I have no problem coming in. The Grim Reaper's in my apartment. Wait, are you here for my soul? I can hardly take it with you looking as you do. You calling me? You calling me like, wow, I look that bad? Didn't mean it like that. You look much more ill in person. Come on, let me help you to bed. Oh, he's taking care of us while we're sick. Oh no, a kryptonite of mine. Oh no. Okay. He takes your hand, his gloved fingers gentle, and leads you to your bed. He tucks you in carefully, and that feeling of loneliness is instantly replaced with a strange warmness. Being looked after by the Grim Reaper wasn't on your bingo card, but it's not so bad. You shouldn't be walking around. Where's your water? I wasn't really feeling like... Incorrect. Wait here. Casper disappears from view, walking away from your bed and into your kitchen. You're thankful you actually washed your dishes last night. He returns, a glass of water in his hand. Drink. You are unwell, you must keep yourself hydrated. He's taking care of us! Are you hungry? Yeah, I haven't eaten yet. I will prepare you a mortal meal. I don't like how you call it a mortal meal. It is food for a mortal, is it not? Is it any different to what you eat? That is besides the point. I will not be long to stay in bed, okay? Alright. And then he's gone again, figure disappearing back into the kitchen. Butterflies rise up in your stomach. That's a strange feeling too. Like you're a kid in a schoolyard. You're thinking on this when it starts. Banging. Clattering. Something falling? Then silence. You stare towards the kitchen. More banging. More clattering. You want to jump out of bed and go see exactly what is going on, but you do feel a little faint. You instead decide to trust in Casper for better or for worse and await whatever he considers a mortal meal. It's around 25 minutes later when he reappears. What the hell was all that? All of what? The banging and clattering and stuff. Your kitchen is a tough beast. It required some reining in. It fought admirably. It's a room, not a beast. Is there any kitchen left? I believe I only started one fire, but I handled the issue myself. Oh. My fire alarm needs new batteries then. It does not. It didn't go off when you started a fire. I pulled it down. You pulled it down? It was a precautionary measure. A precautionary measure would be leaving it up. You knew it was going to go off. If it went off, you would have gotten out of bed. Oh, he's so cute when he's pouting. That's true. You are meant to be resting. Just leave the fires to me. Casper makes his way to your side, the smell of food reaching your nose. It doesn't smell terrible, but it does smell burnt, whatever it is. But looking up at him like this, that doesn't matter much. Over video calls, and even when he was at your window, it was hard to tell how, well, handsome he is, really. Well-toned arms, a good-looking face, perfect hair. It hits you then how wild this situation is. He looks between you and the bed, cheeks slightly flushed, before he sits down carefully on the edge of it. Here. This is the first time I'm cooking for someone else, so... On it is, well, you're not totally sure at first. It is mortal food, correct? Looking closer, it almost looks like pancakes. Have you ever made this before, Casper? Of course not. I have no time for fancy cooking. Fortunately, I'm good at nearly everything I try my hand at. I simply searched on the internet and I created them perfectly. They're perfect. Yes, I know. Eat up, sunshine. You need to conserve your strength. Thank you, Grimmy. It's the least I could do. The least? The least you could do was not come over, tuck me into bed and feed me dinner. You're sick. What kind of person would I be if I just left you alone? Go on, eat. You look down at the food, you look back at Casper, you look at the food again, and you decide that for him, you'd eat it. Fortunately, it's not burnt all the way through. The middle is raw somehow. Lovely. Still, it's not terrible, and you managed to get it down. So, how was it? Maybe you missed your call. Best pancakes I ever had, or it was interesting. See, I'm terrible at telling someone how I really feel with cooking, so I'm going to just say it was best pancakes. You've outdone yourself. I knew you'd say that. I can do anything I put my mind to. Somehow I am not surprised. You seem to have brightened up a little, but you must be running a fever. Oh, he cares so much. Casper takes the plate from you and sets it aside before coming back to sit on the edge of your bed. He looks down at his gloves, conflicted, before he pulls them off. His fingers are long and thin, and his hands are without a single blemish. Of course, knowing Casper, that was a given. Your heart skips a beat as he raises his hand to your forehead. His fingers are cool and refreshing. You feel yourself almost lean into his touch. You look up and into his eyes, which look back down towards you. You see yourself reflected in those red eyes. Aww. He opens his mouth as if to say something, and then closes it again. He does this a few times, and you wonder to yourself what exactly he wants to say to you. But he never gets a chance. Uh-oh. There's a zap, as if an electric current had just passed between the two of you. Casper pulls his hand back in a flash. What the... Some people say they feel a spark. I don't think that happened literally. He stares down towards his hand incredulously. Unsure, he reaches back out to you, his hand finding your cheek. It's not as absurd this time, but you feel it. It's like an electric buzz where your skin meets. Must be because of our connection. Our bodies react to our touch. How strange. I've never read anything or read of anything like it. Aww. You lean into his touch again. It feels nice. There's silence between the two of you, a silence that seems to stretch out for far longer than it's really been. It's filled with a common understanding. Tomorrow, you must die. If you don't, then you win the bet, and his soul is yours for the taking. You are two people connected by misfortune, both trying desperately to avoid the inevitable. Sunshine, Yes, Casper? I should go. Reach out and take his hand. Please don't. What? You know, I'm so sick. Who knows what will happen if you leave me? Please? Okay. The room is even darker now. The sun set some time ago, but you barely even noticed it. You were too concerned with the man in front of you. The man you've come to be quite fond of. I only have one bed, though. I hardly need to sleep anyway. Would you do it with me anyway? Sleep? With you? Yeah. Wait a second. I mean, literally sleep. Snooze. Catch some Z's. Of course. I knew that, obviously. You are inviting death into bed with you, Sunshine. It never ends well. Not for anyone. It's a risk I'm willing to take. You have no sense of danger. I'm serious, so. You said it yourself, I was meant to die a long time ago, right? I think I've lived all this extra time to meet you. You take his hand and pull him down beside you, moving over to give him more room. No one else has ever laid beside you in a bed like this. Oh. He puts his head down on the pillow, staring at you through the darkness. Do you ever wish things were different? And you just see Loki in the corner there. I wish so many things were different. Like what? Sometimes I wish I was a human. Wish I was capable of change, as you put it. I've always been proud of my work. I still am. But that doesn't mean I don't wish for more. For something different. Why not do it? He smiles now, just slightly. There's sadness behind it. I'm not like you. What would you do if you were human? I would do what I wish to do now more than anything. Something completely foolish. It's good to be foolish sometimes. Get some sleep, Sunshine. You feeling better is more important than anything else. Your eyelids feel heavy now. Your heart races, yet you feel calm. Lying beside this man, you think you've never felt so safe in your life. Iconic, really, when he happens to be the literal Grim Reaper. You slip away, drifting into a peaceful sleep as you feel his hand still in yours. Oh, that was too cute. Okay, right. I am going to go ahead and record the next day. But I'm going to get some coffee first because I do not want to keep yawning. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Wait, Casper's got... Oh, fuck no. Yeah, we're recording this next. I don't give a shit.